mother-in-law loves to watch, and it's always the some of the dumbest people in the courtroom approach Judge Judy and talk about their stupid shit cases. In this case, it's kind of like the DA is the stupid shit in this case in Georgia. What can I tell you, folks? Welcome back to the Rent Network. I'm David Solomon. He is Stuart Brisgell. We generally dive into raw, unfiltered issues spanning the news, and this one is kind of kooky. We talk about pop culture, politics, and so much more. Love to dissect the absurdity of today, and today's rant is going to be on the absurd side. So watch as we delve into this issue that is not so deep seated, but just plain old TV drama at its best. We like to keep it real. So buckle up. We're going to be loud. You welcome back to the Rent Network.
All right, guys. So
whoa! No, you don't get to talk. You don't get to talk. Oh, my Stephen A. Smith routine. Okay, look. Here's the thing. Okay, I just don't get it. There is a love affair with going after one guy named Donald J. Trump. It seems to be the sport. Forget the Super Bowl, forget everything else. If it wasn't for court cases, CNN, MSNBC, and the like would have nothing to talk about. Simply put. Because every single time Joe Biden puts his foot in his mouth, has one of his wonderful memory lapses, or goes through one of those cognitive, whatever, meltdowns, whatever, even Paul Braga, a Democratic strategist, says the best thing to do is attack Donald Trump. It'll divert from Joe Biden. And everyone is focusing on the trials. And this one has an extra twist in Georgia. Because you see, Fani Willis ran on the notion of going to get Donald Trump. But she's in a bit of trouble, Stuart. There's a potential conflict of interest here with a certain gentleman, her former lover, apparently, a guy named Nathan Wade, who, while she sat on the stand yesterday, called him a Southern gentleman and winked at him. Stuart, I was talking about Judge Judy. I think this is even better. Now it's your turn to rant about it.
Nathan Wade, he didn't put his foot in it. He put another appendage in it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Fani Willis, a district attorney who represents Fulton County, should by any stretch of imagination have a command of the English language and composure of a member of the court. And if you saw 5 minutes of this broadcast, you would ask yourself, did she go to law school? I mean, I'm going to tell you, understanding the law and being able to communicate effectively are two not mutually exclusive things. Listen, my command of the English language sucks. I went to college, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm a financial advisor. I got to know numbers. I should speak better English. I should use less profanity. But you all's people, and talking in slang while you are a witness on a stand is something that I just don't comprehend, because you're supposed to represent the highest standard in the land of Fulton County. And if this is what the best is going to be in Fulton County, no wonder crime is through the roof. No wonder they can only focus on trying to put Donald Trump behind bars, because they want to detract from the forgetful Biden family. But when you get caught with your hands in the cookie jar or down Mr. Wade's pants and you don't pull out money or show where it came from, shame on you. Now, why am I talking about money and pants? Well, let me tell you, there is a law and a financial affidavit that says she's got to disclose what is called the aggregate. David, can you please Google the definition of aggregate for these folks? So when you're asked to tell me and declare any aggregate amount of money in gifts or services you received, and you put none, I might, and then you go on with diarrhea of the mouth that I might have had a dinner, maybe $105. I really don't know. But how many dinners do you have? David, what's the definition of aggregate?
I'm still looking it up here because I got the Canadian version, but go right ahead. Continue.
American version of aggregate and American version are different? Listen.
I don't know. You caught me off guard here. Go ahead.
All right. So while we continue to go, but I've gone out for dinners with these people lots of times and other people. And Mr. Wade, I've taken out to the 50th birthday, which, I'm not going to disclose his health, but it was a really, important 50th birthday that he got to. And I paid for Aruba and I paid for stuff going to Florida and I paid in cash. Okay. First of all, a district attorney that pays in cash, I gotta ask, where'd you get the cash? Her excuse is, I had my own private practice. But if you continue to add up all the things that she paid in cash, man, and she has a tax lien open against her because she didn't have money because her clients weren't paying. But she's got buckets of cash in her apartment in Fulton County. She's scared for her life. She needs private security in the bedroom sheets with Mr. Wade. Listen, if you want to talk about stink test, Wade, Willis, Biden, they're all smelling rather murky. David, aggregate is.
Stuart, no, I don't have that right now, but I'll let you look it up. But here's what this whole court case is supposed to be about. Okay. Fani Willis is trying to bring Donald Trump down for claiming that the election was stolen from him in Georgia, which apparently, according to her, is a federal crime and yada, yada, yada. And that, again, it's a politically motivated move by her part. And playing the race card when she's African-American and so is Mr. Wade, loving to play that one, right? I don't want to take down a black man. Like all this stuff. The reality is the defense is trying to prove the existence and extent of any financial benefit to Willis from Wade from their relationship. This is the whole crux of the matter, why Willis should be disqualified in trying to go after Donald Trump. And she sat on it on the in the box, and she played it perfectly. Perfectly. Thank you, Stuart. Okay? She played it absolutely perfectly. She wouldn't answer the question. She says she doesn't recall travel with Willis in 2021. You're the district attorney. You know what's coming your way. You don't remember? That idea, that defense of I don't remember doesn't hold in court. Sorry, just doesn't hold in court. But she does remember traveling with him in 2022 and 2023.
No, she doesn't recall. I think I went.
No. According to the report,
I heard it live. No, but the report is not telling you. Well, I think I might have. I'm not really sure. I know I went away. I don't really know what cruise ship. I don't know what the name of the boat was. I don't know if it's an October trip, November trip, but I think it might be. But then if not, if this, if that, she intentionally was making a mockery of the legal system by questioning herself and berating the attorneys asking her questions. That was the crux of this entire interview.
But I'll show you what kind of person she is, Fani Willis, okay? Her testimony contradicts, okay? She said that, Wade said that Willis was a good friend. And, now it's like, they had a romantic relationship starting in 2019. And that money was dispersed and money was given improperly. There is a lot of that. Now she's back on the stand today. The problem is this, okay? The problem is this. It stinks here. One more time. There are questions as to why they made trips directly to the White House for 2 8-hour sessions. There are a lot of questions as to what is going on in this case. She is arrogant. Some would say she's confident. But when you wink and you raise your eyebrows, that's not confidence, that's arrogance. Okay? There is something afoot here when it comes up to this case. And it's amazing, though, because there is such an attempt in New York, in Georgia, to try to bring down Donald Trump. It is incredible. Now, there will be people who will say he's guilty, and perhaps he is, but he's not guilty yet because you haven't proven it. But Fani Willis and others have already decided that Donald Trump is not only guilty, but should be incarcerated for life, should be stripped of everything. The man doesn't deserve a trial. Just go straight to the end. If this is you want to try, this is just the mindset, Stuart. We talked about crime on Wednesday. When the district attorney has only political motivation in mind, i.e., I'm going to be the one taking down Donald Trump, versus keeping your streets safe, versus keeping the migrants in bay, versus doing what they were apparently sworn to do, you got to ask yourself, do you trust these people?
David, it's not only distrust. This is the district attorney of a massive city in Georgia.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And therein lies the stink of this whole thing, is that we're not talking about some rural county. And everybody's watching Atlanta and everybody's watching New York to see how Donald Trump gets toppled. And if you watch CNN, MSNBC, and all the rest of them, and I do unfortunately have to watch those guys, it's all consuming.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what the ultimate gaffe is? Everyone seems to either be getting arrested, charged, sounds mighty bit alike Russia.
But
Vladimir Putin just killed off his latest
47-year-old guy sitting in jail.
Hey,
Listen,
and just to add this to a foot, not to get us way off topic, but the FBI just charged an FBI informant that allegedly made false statements about the Biden son taking $5 million from Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Now, again, he's considered guilty, not innocent. But when you charge any Biden, they're innocent. The rules of double standard is what I'm trying to get. And Miss Willis is no different. I got to be innocent. My cash that I sleep on my pillow. That lady rattled off probably $100,000 of expenses.
Not only that, Stuart, it's also she's playing the race card. Not only that, because she's
my God, she's not playing the race card. She's intentionally modified her vernacular to sound like I'm one of you alls.
Oh yeah, he's a Southern gentleman. Yeah, I've got all that, and I'm tired of watching this. And you know what? This is what I was talking about before. The left media, that liberal media, is consuming it, and they making her like she's the victim, even though she says I'm not on trial, but she is the victim here of a witch hunt. I'm sorry. What are you doing to a former president right now? To me, they call that a witch hunt. You gave Joe Biden a mulligan, for God's sakes, by saying it was cognitive disabilities, and that's why he didn't remember about the documents since he's a senator. I mean, Jesus, Murphy, what you're willing to do for him. But here you have a really stinky situation with a DA and a prosecutor, and you're willing to turn a blind eye. It's Hunter Biden all over again. It's all other these things. And I know people are going to go, Solomon, Brisgell, you're on your conspiracy wagon again. I don't know. It stinks around here, Stuart.
No, but just let me close with this. When a district attorney says, well, that evidence said that that's what happened, so that's proof. Ironically, she's asking then, I'm asking if you have any proof, and Willis shoots back, proof is what I just told you.
Yeah.
In other words, whatever I say is the truth. What anyone else says, it's false.
Right. And there you go. And this is the woman who's bringing Donald Trump to trial, because whatever she says is the truth. And if you deny her of the truth, you either hate women, you hate blacks, you're just something wrong with you. Stuart,
you hate women. Wrap it up, my friend. We got to go.
All right, folks, that's it for the Rent Network for this week, as Stuart is dealing with renos in his complex there, in that palatial office tower of his. So, folks, we apologize for the noise you may have heard. We do not edit any of this. We do not clean any of this up. What you hear is what you see is what you get. So we hope you found something out of today's rant. We will be back again on Monday, Wednesday, and on Friday. We broadcast out at noon Eastern. Unfortunately, due to a glitch on Monday, all right, it went out at 4. All right, so look, we're on social media, folks. We're on YouTube. We are, we have our website. We have everything. Subscribe, please, to on our website. Subscribe at YouTube. That's how you'll know when our latest video is out there. We genuinely appreciate your feedback, the comments, and everything. And we know that you want these topics. You love it. This is what you exchange with us, direct messages or emails or what have you. So until Monday, have yourself a wonderful weekend. Keep the conversation alive. Keep on ranting. And Stuart, knock, knock. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.